Yo, what's up guys, this is Stylish. I'm currently pretty high of a huge dose of nicotine, so I thought it would be the perfect moment to make another build autobot. And this is going to be one of the numerous mech openings versus Zerg. And I really like doing mech on destinations, so I thought it would be good to do this. And also it's a map of the week on ICOP, so well, actually, ICOP is down right now because it's the new season starting, so that's why I'm doing this on single player. I don't have anything better to do right now, so I thought I might as well make some build autobots for you guys. Anyway, this is gonna be a pretty hard builder. It's very good. It's proven to be very good actually. You make your barrack on 8 supply to make a pretty fast rush. But it's pretty hard to play as well. So if you're like D plus or C minus, I don't know if you should actually try to attempt this. But I mean, if you like higher, like B minus or higher, because then you could do this, because it's actually pretty hard controlling like 2 different groups of vultures at the same time as you're keeping your macro and micro, and timing and all that stuff. It's pretty hard, and the 2-port rate strategy is also very hard. It's much easier to counter for Zerg than it is to play with Terran. So the 2-port rate is also a build that you have to practice a lot to get working. But it's really fun actually doing these kinds of builds anyway. That are very micro oriented. Anyway, you make your barrack on 8, and then you make your supply on 9, and then after the supply is finished, you take that SV and make a refinery at 11, and then you float your racks to a location where he won't scout with his. He normally won't scout with his drone, and normally won't see with his first Overlord scout. And you make 2 Marines there and rally point them up to his base. And you're gonna see his hatch in time to know if he goes 9 pool or 12 hatch. If he does 9 pool, then just rally your Marines to your main. I'm gonna talk more about that in the in-game bot I'm gonna do as soon as ICOP is online again. And if he does 12 hatch, then just rally point them to his expansion and start attacking drones. You don't have to make any bunker or anything like that. Just make sure he pulls drones and try to kill you, and you can kill like 2 or 3 drones, and that's really good. Use your SV as well to attack. I'm not gonna micro here. I'm just showing you that the Marines are actually going that way, and that the Marines and the SV is going to die. So you can actually have more supply than you then you can have to make a vulture, because those units are going to die anyway. So when the SCV and the 2 Marines are dead, you're going to have 16 of 18, because you really want to make that vulture as soon as possible to defend the Zergans that's going to attack your base after your rush is finished. Anyway, you make your when you have 80 gas, you take your SCV, 1 SCV mining gas, and make a factory, because it's going to arrive to the spot where you make the factory when you have 100 gas. And this is going to be on 16 of 18, because I'm counting on that the rush is dead or is going to die shortly anyway. And then you make your second factory when you have 100 gas again, and this is also on 16. And then you make a supply, and this is also on 16. So it's factory supply on 16, and when the first factory is finished, make the vulture directly, and then when it's finished, make a machine shop, and when the second supply is finished, make another supply. I'm going to show you here how to micro versus links. If a Zerg is chasing you, just move away from it, click patrol and behind your vulture, and then move away from the Zerg again, like this. Okay, try to practice that and get the timing feeling of it, because it's really good. 1 vulture can kill an infinite number of slow Zerglings, and also a lot of fast Zerglings, but that's a lot harder. Anyway, you can try to sneak in with your first vulture if you see that there's an opportunity, but usually I keep it outside his base and just wait for my speed, because I'm going to upgrade speed as soon as possible with my machine shop. I only have 1 machine shop and 2 factories. And when the 3rd supply is finished, make a 4th supply, and at the same time make an armory, because you want to have fast +1 upgrade to have vultures kill drones in 2 hits. That's really good. Anyway, and also when the speed is almost finished, like 1/5 left of the time, then you should make an eBay just in case, because if he goes muleless and you don't have a successful harass, he will arrive at your base, and you will really need turrets, because you won't be making any glides really fast here, because you want to make more vultures and try to kill his economy. So you can also use your barrack here. I always float it directly towards his base to see his choke here, because then you can see if he's blocking anything, and you can kill it, and you can move by. And if you see he's blocking too good, then you can just run behind his minerals in his expansion and stay there, and stuff like that. I'm not microing here especially good. I just show you that I'm moving up here. Try to keep those vultures alive for as long as possible in his main, sniping drones all over the place, and just wait for the mine upgrade, because you're gonna upgrade mines if he's going hydralisks, and usually they do hydralisks. If they don't do hydralisks, you don't have to have mine upgrade. Just go straight to the range upgrade of the glides, and be sure to have turrets finished in time when his mutas would arrive at your base. So you don't have to make more supply. You have like 50 supply. Your vultures are gonna die and produce newly at a decent rate. So usually you don't need more than 5 supplies. Try to keep your vultures alive in his main, and lay some mines in his main. That will kill some more hydralisks, and then use another group and sneak to his expansion. And when you feel like he might actually do like a counter attack or something like that, then just use your vultures, because you just keep producing vultures at all time, and lay mines all over the place, and he cannot and will not be able to reach your base with his hydralisks. Also place mines at his expansions and stuff like that. It requires quite fast hands, but it's really good anyway. And also you can add your command center when you feel like your harass is actually being pretty effective, but also if it's not that effective, you really need that command center anyway pretty fast. And you do that on the 2 factories. And don't die the barrack. I died the barrack here. You should float it away when the hydralisks are shooting at it in time, because you're gonna add your 3rd and 4th factory when the command center is almost finished. If you did mutalisks, then you don't take the command center that fast, then you make some turrets and glides instead, and take your command center in main and float it to the expansion later on. Anyway, this is from here on you improvise, and I'm going to show more about this in the game VOD. So good luck and have fun practicing this. This is a very good strategy.